Hold on to the dream. Hold on now. Hold on and believe. Though we already won, we still hold on now. Hold on and believe.
Welcome to another episode of the program Be Inspired. Some time ago, we started this talk on the topic, the awesome power of a dream. And of course, by dreams, I'm not referring to that thing that happens when you're sleeping. By dreams, I mean a great imagination of a future that captures your heart. The perfect picture of what you would love your life to mean someday. Now here's a quick recap of all what we have said so far. What are dreams? Your dreams are priceless seeds of greatness that destiny has planted on purpose within the soil of your being. I told you that there are 7 steps that you can take to achieve any great dream. Step number 1, we said you have to choose a definite dream so that your heart will know your dream, and so you will be guided by the internal compass of that dream. I told you that most people spend their whole lives without ever knowing exactly what it is they're looking for in life. So to achieve big dreams, you must be able to define and say in clear words what your one big dream is. The people who live in beautiful homes, drive fabulous cars, and have plenty to spend all started out to accomplish some one definite dream with their lives. And everything that they did centered on that dream. So to achieve your dreams, your case will not be different. You must be able to define and say in clear words what your dream is. We got our power thought on this point from Zig Ziglar. He was famous for saying that life is too short to spend it experimenting. To be terrific, a man must be specific. Step number 2, we said to think about your dreams all the time. Go to bed with your dream in your heart and wake up with that dream on your lips. By so doing, you will be able to transfer the dream from your conscious to your subconscious mind, such that both consciously and unconsciously, your every action will be leading you step by step to your dreams. Our power thought on this point was like this: the mind is a powerful creative force, and whatever thoughts we hold in it for long soon becomes our reality. Step number 3, we looked at the step of action. I told you that it is not enough for you to choose a definite dream and think about it all day long. To achieve your dream, you must go beyond thinking and perception to action. Almost everybody that you see in life carry in their minds excellent plans, emotions, and big dreams. But what separates winners from dreamers is the ability to step out in action. We got a powerful thought on this point from Epictetus, and in his words, a man must first say to himself what he would be and do what he has to do. Today, we're going to be adding to that list another vital step. This time around, it is a mental step. An attitudinal step. The step number 4, step of belief. This is Be Inspired, and I'm your host Emmanuel Emmanuel. Keep watching. I'll be with you shortly. Across the drowsy valleys and through the drifting clouds, again and again, life speaks to us in silent whispers, telling us that everything is possible through the eyeglass of our dreams. But the merciless extremes of this cruel world make it hard to believe that we can live in the reality of our dreams. But once in a while, the sun throws a flare and it gives harmony. And all of a sudden, we realize that the sweet random thoughts and the drowsy valleys, the drifting clouds were all the emblems of a dream, the great pictures of what our lives could someday mean if we had the courage to believe. You're welcome back. I absolutely believe in the power of a dream. The force of a dream can push a man to accomplish feats that defy the human nature. But like Mike Murdoch says, every dream that ever came true as a result of dedication to a process. So the 4th step in the process of making any dream come true is the step of belief. And I believe that this is an all-important step. If there is one thing that immobilizes people in the arena of action, it is doubting themselves and their own capabilities to achieve. Self-doubt is self-sabotage. So the 4th key in making any dream come true is believing in yourself and in your dream. Believing in your dream brings you into contact with an awesome power that transcends reality. This is the path of heroes and record breakers, and the key of belief is the master key of success. There are 4 reasons why believing in yourself and capabilities is an all-important step. Reason number 1. Sometimes when you have a dream, other people you respect, particularly those you identify as wise people, may weigh your options, recite the facts, and tell you that your dream cannot be achieved. At such times, when the negative remarks of people start flying at you from left, right, and center, unless you have already taken this 4th step, the mental decision that you will believe in your dream, you are likely to give up on your dreams. The second reason why the step of belief is an important mental step is because as you go along the way, you are likely to encounter difficulties. Unless you have taken this mental stand to believe in your dreams to the end, at your greatest moments of doubt, the words of your critics will creep up to you and choke the life out of your dream. The 3rd reason why the step of belief is an all-important step is because circumstances around us are subject to constant change. The government may change, a new policy may be introduced in your country, in your workplace, policies that were initially not there when you started pursuing your dreams. So because we have no control over the fluctuating circumstances and changing phases on the way to our dreams, our attitude towards our dreams must be based on a permanent, steadfast internal decision to pursue our dreams to the end, no matter what happens. The 4th reason why the step of belief is absolutely an important mental step is because you are no doubt going to find critics along the way. Now, one of the most interesting things that I've discovered about critics is that most of the people who criticize the things that you do cannot do it better themselves. So, unless you take this important mental step that you're going to believe in yourself and in your dreams to the end, you're going to give up on many of your dreams because of what your critics say. Scholars all over the world have disagreed over many things, but most scholars are unanimous in their conviction that you can have anything you want to have in life, provided you believe in yourself and in your ability to get what you're looking for. Bowding asserted that to be ambitious for success and yet always expecting failure, to be always doubting your ability to get what you long for, is like trying to reach east by traveling west. There is no philosophy which will help a man to succeed when he is always doubting his ability to do so. Robert Collier said that no matter how hard you may work for success, if your thought is saturated with the fear of failure, it will kill your efforts, neutralize your endeavors, and make success for you impossible. If you have a dream that you do not completely believe in, a dream that you are not fully convinced of, any effort that you make at pursuing that dream will reveal your lack of belief, and your attempts will be poor, weak, drifting, and unstable. In some strange way, what you believe you deserve is what you eventually end up with. The reality of our worlds reflects our innermost beliefs. There is an old fable of the 6 blind men and the elephant. The 6 blind men set out to discover by personal experience what an elephant looks like. To the one who caught hold of the elephant's leg, the elephant was like a tree. To the one who caught hold of the flabby trunk of the elephant was like a snake. To the one who caught hold of the tusk of the elephant was like a battle spear. To the one who felt of his side, the elephant was like a wall. To the one who seized his tail, the elephant was like a rope. To the one who caught hold of the elephant's ear, the elephant was like a big fan. Each of the 6 blind men left the scene of the elephant with different perceptions of what the elephant looks like. The world is to each and every one of us the world of our individual perception. Your world is exactly how you see it. Your circumstances constantly arrange and rearrange themselves to reflect your innermost beliefs. Your perceptions influence the quality of your actions. If you think it will be hard to achieve something, then that perception will make it so for you. If you think it will be easy, then it will be easy for you. Your world is exactly what you think it is. And once you believe you can do something, you begin to grow strengths and capabilities that are equal to the task of helping you accomplish the level of success in which you have believed. You can do as much as you think you can, but you will never accomplish more. So you see, the trick is all in your thinking. The world is exactly the world of your own thinking. That means that you can take this step number 4 to completely believe in your dream. You can hear what you want to hear and shut out thoughts, sounds, and expressions that don't serve you well. Belief is the ultimate key of success. Sometimes you think you can't do it. You think you're not smart enough or you're not connected enough to fulfill the dreams of your heart. But here's what I've come to find out. The moment you take this step to believe in yourself, you're placing a higher demand on your potentials, and you're going to find yourself growing strengths and capabilities that you did not know you possessed. At this very point in time, I'm going to be inviting you to join me on this little exercise on affirmations. You see, affirmations are a really powerful way of fine-tuning your mind to thinking the right thoughts. Join me on this exercise. Affirmations are a really powerful way of fine-tuning your mind into thinking right thoughts in a destiny-molding way. In other words, by strong positive affirmations, you can transform your best thoughts into deep-seated convictions. So I'm going to encourage you to say the following words to yourself, and don't just say the words. Try to mean everything you say. I believe in the beauty of my dreams. I deserve to be happy and to live life fulfilling my dreams. I trust in the process of life, that life will bring me its highest good and all the opportunities that I need to achieve the dreams of my heart. I will look beyond what is wrong with me and concentrate on my strengths to overshadow my weaknesses. I choose to believe in my dreams, no matter what others think of them. You see, most people never manage, even once, to get past this stage of believing in themselves and in their dreams. But failure to believe in yourself and in your dreams exposes you to the dangers of critics, and they can choke your dreams to death. History abounds with tales of experts who were absolutely convinced that the ideas, the plans, and the projects that others conceived in their minds could not be achieved. But accomplishment always came to dreamers who believed in their dreams. As usual, we have some really interesting cases to make reference to. Our first case is of Michelangelo. The Italian sculptor Agostino di Antonio worked diligently on a large piece of marble. Unable to produce his desired masterpiece, he said, "I can do nothing with this piece of stone." Other sculptors also tried to work with this difficult piece of marble, but couldn't produce anything with it. Michelangelo discovered the stone and visualized the possibilities in it, and he said to himself, "I can make it happen." His strength of belief resulted in one of the world's masterpieces, the picture of David. Some things have to be believed to be seen. Next is Christopher Columbus. The experts of Spain concluded that Columbus's plan to discover a new and shorter route to the West Indies was virtually an impossible idea. But Christopher Columbus completely believed that it could be done, and were his conviction not so strong and assured, he would not have been able to convince Queen Isabel and King Ferdinand of England to ignore the report of the experts. Christopher Columbus believed that it was possible to find a new and shorter route to the West Indies. He managed to convince the king and queen and was given all the resources he needed to embark on his journey. By his travels, he discovered the island of Jamaica, Guadeloupe, and Puerto Rico. He was also the man who discovered America. Experts discouraged him. There were times when his ship ran out of water and food, but he never gave up, because he believed in his dream. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, "I am possible." Thomas Alva Edison, the light bulb inventor, was told by his teacher that he was too stupid to learn anything. Later, it was Thomas Edison who became the world's greatest inventor, and today nobody remembers the name of that teacher who counted him out. The depth of your belief and the strength of your conviction determine the power of your personality. A former vice president of Colombia once told Harrison Ford that he would never make it in the business of film acting. Harrison Ford became one of the most successful actors of his generation. Imagine what would have happened if Harrison Ford had given up on his dream of acting because of the opinion of someone as important as the vice president of Colombia back then. How true the words of Albert Einstein, that the person with big dreams is more powerful than the one with all the facts. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, was ordered by an angry banker to remove the toy from his office. The toy the banker was referring to was the telephone. When Graham Bell first offered the telephone for sale, people refused to buy it because they thought there was no need for it. Today, the telephone exists only because one man had the courage to believe in what he was doing.
Hold on to the
If you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, then you're right. Those were the words of Mary Kay Ash. Scholars of music history believe that the Beatles are the most famous singing group in the history of music. But do you know that they were turned down by the first recording company that they approached for sponsorship? the chief executive of the company had a personal opinion that their guitar sound was boring and there was no need to sponsor them because guitar music was fast fading away. Imagine if the Beatles at that point had taken the words of the so-called expert and had abandoned guitar music. They would never have made history as the world's greatest music group. Hold fast to your dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Those were the words of Langston Hughes. Charles Darwin was told by his own father that he would never amount to anything. This was because he was bad at running the family business. He might have been poor in business, but he was intelligent, rich and famous for his theory of evolution. That brings to mind the words of Norman Vincent Peale. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities. For without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy.
We still hold on, now, hold on and believe.
Ludwig van Beethoven was told by his music teacher that he was useless as a music composer. Van Beethoven later lived his life composing beautiful musical symphonies that have never been matched till date. By his unique brand of music, he inspired millions all over the world. Today he has left behind music which is still inspiring and consoling the hearts of many people. Looking back, it is clear that his music teacher had no idea of what he was talking about when he said that Ludwig was hopeless as a composer. That some achieve great success is proof that some others can achieve it as well. I'm sure you've heard the name Walter Disney, the man who's revolutionized the cartoon industry. Now, do you know that Walter Disney was fired from a magazine company because the editor had a personal opinion that Walter Disney lacked imagination and had no original ideas? Your belief determines your action, and your actions determine your result. But first, you have to believe. Isaac Newton's family gave up on him because they thought he was too playful. He failed at running the family farm and did poorly in his early years in school. Now, he might have failed in some aspects of his life, but his family was wrong to write him off. Today, nobody studies physics without coming across the laws of Newton. It is not who you are that holds you back. It is who you think you're not. The greatest basketballer in history, Michael Jordan, was cut off from the high school basketball team because his high school coach had a personal opinion that Michael Jordan was not tall enough to play the game. But looking back at the history of basketball, it is clear that his coach had no idea of what he was talking about. Today, the history of basketball is incomplete without mentioning that Michael Jordan was the most talented player who ever played the game.
Hold on to the dream. Hold on now, hold on and believe. Though we already won, we still hold on now, hold on and believe.
How true the words of Eleanor Roosevelt that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. The inventor of the world's first motor car, Henry Ford, was discouraged from embarking on the mission of inventing a motor car by no other person but the world's greatest inventor in history, Thomas Edison himself. Now, Henry Ford stuck to his dream, and in the end, he invented his dream motor car. This shows that sometimes even the counsel of those you consider as wise people is not to be as trusted as the counsel of your own inner voice. Have you noticed that most successful people are stubborn people? They don't listen to what other people think of them, their ideas or their dreams. They know what they want and they go for it, completely believing in their ability to get what they dream of. Today, have the courage to dream of anything. Have hope, have faith, have peace, and above all, believe.
There can be miracles when you believe, though hope is free.
Today I want you to find the courage to bring to the surface the priceless seeds of greatness that destiny has deposited in the soil of your being. Dream, and you will find someday, as many have found, that dreams come true. Unfortunately, our time is up, but I hope that you have been inspired. In the shining words of Abraham Lincoln, in the end, it is not the years of our life that count, but the life in those years that count. So go ahead, think, do, and be your best. Join me next week so that we can continue on the other vital steps required to make all your dreams come true. Until then, I remain yours, Emmanuel Emmanuel, saying bye for now.